Hello folks, today I'm going to tie a wee wet fly, a Zulu. It's a fly that was once banned because it was so successful, banned from competition angling. An excellent wee black fly, especially for top dropper for the bob fly. As I say, it was once banned from competitions many moons ago, so I'll just kick on and get started here. So the hook and the vise is a size 10 wet fly hook from Blob & Buzzer. The thread I'm going to use is 12/0 sheer from Gordon Griffiths. So I'll just get started behind the eye of the hook, run on a few turns. Come on then, knock away that excess. Run the thread on down to the rear of the hook, around about where a barb would be if there was a barb on the hook. Now, what I have here is just flat red floss. There's no shine to it. It's just as I say, it's just a flat red. So I'll double this over on itself, and you want to do this well, I've doubled that over 4 times on itself, which will leave that it's 2, 4, 6, 8 strands, 8 strands of floss, and that's what'll form our tail. Now what you want to do is this end here, come on the scissors and trim that off nice and clean. Now you want to get your floss and behind a good 4 or 5 mil from the eye of the hook. So hold it up on top, pinch and loop to get us started, a couple of turns, and then what you want to do is this floss, try and push it down each side of the hook so it's not a big hump sitting on the top, that it spreads around the shank of the hook and keeps the body in a wee bit tighter. So run that right up and bring your thread back down to where we tied on that floss. Now, the length of the tail, I always make the tail round about the length of the body. So whatever length that is there, extend that out over the back of the hook. So just come on the end with a wee bit of Velcro and just rub that through that floss, just to try and lift that floss a wee bit. So give our tail a good turn over, round underneath the tail, over again, and round underneath a red floss. And what that does is keeps the floss up off the shank of the hook. So one good turn over. Now there's 3 parts on the body. The first part is a piece of flat silver tinsel. So I'll just take off a length of the tinsel, tie that down on the side, a couple of turns over just to hold that in place. So the next part in the fly is a piece of silver wire. So same again, take off a piece of silver wire, same again, just a couple of wee turns just to hold that in place. So the next part in the fly, now you can, if you want, run floss up the body if you so choose, but the original fly was tied with, this is ostrich here, the original Zulu. So I'm just going to come on with one strand of this ostrich here. As I say, if you don't have the ostrich here, a piece of black floss will do. So I'll just tie in the top of that ostrich here and run my thread up, shank the hook and touch and turns up as far as where I'm going to tie in my palmered hackle. Now you want to come back a good 5mm from the eye of the hook, because we've a palmered hackle to go on and then our head hackle. So just come on then and wind on that ostrich here, and you'll see with this as it goes forward, it stands up something the same as what a hackle would, and all it does is just give you a wee bit of extra movement as well as a palmered hackle. Now the original fly didn't have a palmered hackle, it just had the ostrich here and then a head hackle, but I'm actually going to add the palmered hackle as well. So just come on then and knock away that top, and if it's floss that you're using, just come on and knock off your excess floss, tidy up that head, and then bring your silver tinsel up through the fly, and you want to make 4 turns up through the body of the fly. Come on then and tie that off. Come on with scissors and knock away that excess. So just come on then. This is a black cock hackle. So strip back that top of the stock, give her thread a wee run of wax just to hold this stock. So lay that down along the shank. Come on then and give her tight turns over that stock to tie that down tight, and then wind that on. So you want, I'll just bend the stock of that forward just to stand our hackle upright. So you want a good turn or 2 turns at the front, and then run that hackle back down the body of the fly, and you want a good 4 or 5 turns coming down that body. Grab hold of our silver wire, and you want to try and bring the wire up through and follow the silver tinsel that we put on, so that the wire is running the exact same as what our silver tinsel is, and trying your best to slalom up through and avoid them hackle fibres in the way up. So once we get up behind the head, pull everything back, a few tight turns over that wire, pull the wire right straight, and then another few turns over it to secure it down, run our thread back down, pull everything back. Come on then and helicopter away that excess. Come on with your scissors and take away the top of that hackle. Now, what you want to do is all these fibres, make sure they're all pulled back, and come on and give a few turns around that, just to give us a clean base to wind on our to wind on our head hackle. Now, the next part in the fly, this is just it's just a wee cheap cock cape. So you want to pick off a reasonably sized feeler, and all of this is just to form a head hackle, so we have a wee bit more movement at the front, and you want that hackle to be longer than the hackles in your body. So come on then and strip down that fluff, pull the ring back, before we tie in that top. Come on with our wax, and a wee run of wax down the thread. Come on and knock that top away. Do we form a wee triangle at the front of the feeler? Come on and lay that triangle down. Come on and tie that down. Tie that triangle down tight. Pull the ring back and give a good few turns on behind, so we get a flat base to wind on this hackle. So come on then with your scissors, run it up the shoulders of the hackle, get our hackle pliers, grab hold of that feeler, sweep the ring back, and you want 2 or 3 turns of this black hackle now at the front of the fly. And as I say, that just gives a nice dark head hackle and a bit more movement to the fly. So that we half a turn would nearly do, so we'll just come in and strip away the fibres that I don't need. Take off these ones on this side as well. So sweep everything back. Come on then and wind that stock on. Come on with our thread and give her tight turns over that stock. Come on with our scissors. Knock away the excess stock, and then come on then with thread and give our 3 or 4 turn whoop finish. Pull our thread tight, come on with scissors and knock away that excess. So the last thing to do is just come on then with the varnish. And varnish off the head of the fly. Now that'll need 2, maybe 3 coats of varnish just to finish the head. The last thing to do then is a wee piece of wire. Just come on and run it down the eye of the hook, just to make sure the eye's clear. So there you have it, folks. That's our Zulu, a very good fly for top dropper. So I hope that was helpful to you folks. So until the next time, tight lines.